Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. Hoosiers will be required to wear face masks for at least another month. Governor Eric Holcomb extended the mandate to Saturday, November 14th, and says the state will stay in Stage 5. Restaurants, bars, gyms, and fitness facilities are allowed to operate at full capacity in Stage 5 as long as social distancing is maintained. For more information, visit backontrack.in.gov. State health officials will continue monitoring the COVID-19 numbers on a daily basis and revisit the decision next week. Governor Holcomb and other state health officials were also tested for COVID-19 on Wednesday afternoon after Indiana State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Box tested positive for the virus. Box says she isn't suffering from COVID-19 symptoms, while her daughter and grandson have mild symptoms. A large field fire in Daviess County had firefighters working long hours midweek. Wednesday afternoon, a combine with a hot bearing started spitting fire, which caused a soybean field near Harpstrite Hill to catch fire. Due to strong winds and dry fields, the fire spread quickly, spreading over 3 miles. Firefighters from Plainville, Washington Township, Elnora, Madison Township, Montgomery, and Cannelberg all worked together to put out the blaze. Farmers also worked with firefighters using disc implements. Daviess County officials issued a code red to residents in the area as the fire was heading towards homes. After many hours, firefighters had the fire under control and put out by Wednesday evening. Dubois County Fire Chiefs and Emergency Management Agency are asking residents to be extra cautious because of the recent lack of rainfall, regardless of what happened today. Although Dubois County is currently not under a burn ban, the potential for fires going out of control is a major concern. Because of this, residents are asked to not do any type of burning except for campfires and recreational fires. These fires must be watched continuously and enclosed in a fire ring that is 23 inches in diameter, at least 10 inches tall. Before burning brush or outdoor vegetation on your property, please contact and notify the Dubois County Communications Center. Dubois County EMA is also reminding residents that burning trash is illegal in the state of Indiana. Local fire chiefs are monitoring the situation and say a burn ban could be issued if the conditions do not improve. In response to the increased workloads, the immense amount of calls and responsibilities coming in the near future, the health department will no longer give a daily COVID-19 numbers report. The Indiana State Department of Health COVID-19 dashboard has the same information the health department has been sharing on a daily basis. Residents are asked to visit coronavirus.in.gov for the latest COVID-19 update. The dashboard is updated at 12 noon daily. Looking at that dashboard, the Dubois County now has 36 additional cases of COVID-19. There have been 22 deaths. Remember, the best way to keep yourself and others protected is by practicing social distancing, washing your hands frequently with soap and water, and wear a mask in public. Local police are stressing the importance of wearing a seatbelt. Starting today, places like the Jasper Police Department will be enacting Operation Belt Up, and it will last until November 5th. Officers will be taking on overtime patrols, which will be taking place in the top 30 Indiana counties for unrestrained crashes. Last year, out of the total number of motorists involved in passenger vehicle crashes, 90% were wearing a seatbelt. Despite this, unrestrained motorists accounted for over half of all vehicle fatalities in 2019, according to data from the Criminal Justice Institute. Drivers under the age 34, particularly young male drivers, were more likely to be found not wearing a seatbelt. Additionally, individuals not buckled up in crashes were 3 times more likely to get injured when the driver was speeding and 7 times more likely when the driver was impaired. Indiana law requires everyone in the vehicle, drivers and passengers, to wear a seatbelt. Children under 8 must be properly restrained in a federally approved child or booster seat. To make sure everyone is buckled up properly, the department recommends making sure that the lap belt is properly secured across the hip and pelvis, below the stomach, and the shoulder belt should be positioned across the middle of the chest and away from the neck, never behind the back or under an arm. If the seatbelt doesn't fit or the car is older and only has a lap belt, ask the car dealer or vehicle manufacturer about seatbelt adjusters, extenders, or retrofits. Parents and caregivers can choose the safest car seat for their child by visiting therightseat.com, or to find a certified child passenger safety technician who can inspect and assist with installation of a car seat, visit childseat.in.gov. A Jasper woman is behind bars after driving high on meth with a minor. Wednesday night, 32-year-old Jamie Stout was pulled over in Jasper after someone called about an intoxicated driver. Stout failed a field sobriety test. She was taken to Memorial Hospital for a chemical test. She tested positive for methamphetamine, amphetamines, and benzodiazepine. Stout was charged with a misdemeanor count of OWI and a felony count of OWI with a controlled substance, endangering a minor. This note, drivers may experience some delays in Jasper this week. The Jasper Street Department and their contractor will continue to mill the following streets on Friday, October 16th. Wernsing Road, 11th Avenue, Hobbig Street north of 11th Avenue, Mill Street between 3rd and 5th Street. No parking is allowed on these streets between 7 a.m. And until the end of the day on Friday. Motorists will still have access to these streets, but delays are expected. Now, please stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS News.